I wonder what Cole Abate weighs. Because he looks
wonder too. I don't know.
He looks huge on Instagram, at least.
Pretty dense.
Dude.
Everyone looks huge on Instagram now.
Yeah.
Especially me.
Especially
me.
Yeah.
I'm huge.
How do you make it, man?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
But yeah, the weight cut's definitely going to be big. What do you do as soon as you weigh in? So say first day or second day rather.
IV.
You're going to IV.
Yeah.
I mean that is the best way.
Yeah.
That's scary.
That's the best.
That is the best
If
way.
you're dehydrated and you get an IV, you feel it instantaneously.
Really, yeah.
Yes. If you're
Can you just never
hydrated,
drink water and always go IV for the rest of your life?
Probably.
Yeah.
I would assume that's
Just
okay.
never.
Yeah.
Right. It's pure hydration.
Every time you get cotton mouth, you just say, I just toss it in there.
I do it because I
Probably.
like the pain.
Is it this? You put it here?
Yeah.
You gotten it done before?
Yeah.
But
never
IV
when I was
for
dehydrated.
dehydration, I'm
No,
saying.
never when I was like after a cut. But apparently, so MMA fighters who have done it say like if you're already hydrated, you don't feel much. Which I've done IVs before, but I'm not cutting, so it doesn't feel that great. Definitely like you feel a little better. You're pissing clear for a little bit, but. They've told me like when you're dehydrated after like a bath or a sauna or something, you weigh in and then you get the IV, you feel like your life force coming back and everything. So yeah.
I mean, for sure, that is the most efficient way to
It is,
dehydrate
yes.
because it doesn't have to go through your digestive system.
Just
or
straight
whatever.
into your bloodstream, straight into
Yeah.
your muscles and cells and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely the smartest thing to do.
Yeah, I am very smart, so it should be whatever I do is
Among the
really.
smartest.
I'm one of the smarterest.
The smarter.
What's your IQ?
A million.
A million?
Yeah, I got it tested. It's like 100 million actually.
Mine's about
Yeah.
100,000,001.
Oh, mine is about 100,000,001 plus whatever you say times infinity. All right. Anyway, yeah, man.
But you don't have to cut. You're in the biggest weight class, right, Nicky Rod?
Yeah, no, I don't do any of that.
Have you ever cut weight for jiu-jitsu? Not for wrestling?
Yeah, I did 205.
That's a pretty
how was that?
cut,
I was probably 225.
Wow.
Cut to 205. Yeah.
When?
Before it must have been like my 6 weeks of training. I did a Man of War tournament. Oh no, this was after the tournament. So it was a super fight. They gave me $500 to pull up, and it was
back in the day, money.
Yeah. It was a white belt myself, white belt wrestler versus a blue belt, and I Kimured him, and got a good old Paparuski on there.
Oof.
Nice.
We know about
He
those.
wasn't writing any letters anytime soon.
Oh shit. How do you guys feel before competition? Like a lot of people ask about pre-competition nerves or competition rituals. What do you guys feel with your anxiety leading up to a match, or like how has it gotten better, or how do you deal with it better?
I think I have like phases. Like definitely at the beginning of my jiu-jitsu life, I just didn't really understand it, so I had almost no nerves for whatever reason. I remember being like, I don't really care. Like I can lose, win, do well, bad. It doesn't really matter. And I think the more pressure you put on yourself, most of it's just artificial. Like matches tend to matter more. Like the more eyes there are on you, but like at the same time, you're not gonna die. It's not the end of the world, but it does affect your life more, right? Like a win and a loss now is gonna do a lot more for you than it would back in the day. So
yeah, I feel like as like my brand gets bigger,
it matters
it's like,
more.
It matters
if you
more
lose,
because it's
and
like
it matters more if you win.
Yeah, it's like this guy just beat this person or whatever. What do you feel?
Yeah, I think you can only go up if you're training hard, training frequently. Like you can only get better at jiu-jitsu is a weird sport where like if you lose, people just kind of forget about it. But if you win, it's like, oh my god, I can't believe you just won. As in fighting, like when you lose, I feel like it sticks with you a lot more.
You have a
beat
record.
The crap out of you.
You also you get fucked up and you have it's on your record. Like jiu-jitsu is
no, we don't know our records.
Yeah, no one really cares about your record. It's just like it's about like the quality.
They care about like
more.
what's your best win. Like that's what they care
what
about.
have you
more.
done? What stuff have you won? Who have you beat? It's all about your last match. Honestly, that's what I think people care the most about, or your last match, your last like big match maybe.
So I guess if somebody was coming up, what would be advice that you guys would give them? Be like, hey, I'm getting nervous before competition. What would you guys say to them?
I would say it doesn't matter. Like nothing really matters. Like
Yeah, I would second that exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. It doesn't matter.
That's actually what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just go out there and
See
you
what happens,
fuck shit
yeah.
up, but it doesn't fucking matter. Nothing
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna, if you can firmly believe, genuinely believe, it doesn't matter. You will
Yeah.
probably compete at
You'll
your best.
perform better.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I look
Yeah.
at competitions, I'm like who is this person competing? You know, what I
Dude,
mean?
yeah,
Like-
yeah. And the ones where I cared the least about were usually the ones where I performed the best, at least to the best of my ability. Like win or lose, I just like you have less anxiety, so it's like more enjoyable.